I published my weekly blog a few minutes ago that discusses some of my corporate bond, treasury bill, and stock trades over the past few days, as well as some of the political issues that I routinely discuss here in videos. I participated in 4 treasury bill auctions this week. The link to my blog is above somewhere. I will buy investment grade corporate bonds, generally picking up 0.5% or more in yield compared to a U.S. Treasury with the same maturity. I'm focusing mostly on corporate bonds that have short maturities, generally in the 1 to 2 year range. It makes sense for me to pick up that extra yield because of the volume of purchases and the amount of money involved in receiving that extra yield, and because I live in the state of Tennessee that has no state income tax. A state cannot tax interest paid by the U.S. Treasury, but can tax corporate bond interest. For those living in states with state income taxes, you need to check whether a tax is applied to corporate bond interest. Most likely that will be the case, and that would narrow the yield spread after taxes, making the corporate bond alternative far less attractive in a taxable account. I will buy corporate bonds in my Roth IRA accounts where the interest payments are tax-free. I have no plans to withdraw any funds from the Roth IRA. In the unlikely event that I need those funds, those will be the last source of cash that I will have available to fund expenses. My thought for today is that the presidential candidates need to be cross-examined by experienced, well-informed, nonpartisan trial attorneys who would be paid for their services through public funding. The lawyers would be chosen by the American Bar Association based on objectivity and talent as cross-examiners. The cross-examinations would be separated so that the person who is not being examined could not interrupt. This would be substituted for the debates, which are not informative. I don't think I've ever seen a debate between political candidates worth watching, in my opinion, where both sides launch zingers at the other that are prepared by political strategists and memorized before the debate, and then they constantly interrupt one another. The cross-examination sessions could be about 30 minutes, possibly up to an hour for a major topic. The examinations would be aired on national TV in 1-hour segments with 5 or 6 segments spaced over several weeks. Topics would include healthcare policies, immigration, economic and tax policies, climate change, the Ukraine war and NATO-China policy, and then a segment that would delve into character issues. The purpose of the cross-examine would be to cut through the political BS, which a competent examiner could do, and to get at the substance of the policies that are being advocated by the two candidates. Generalities would be challenged with specific facts and questions. Another objective would be to test the candidate's knowledge on issues which will probably be found lacking, and the consequences that may flow from adopting their politics, their policy positions, or the other candidates' policy positions.